Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something super important but often overlooked, personal finance. It doesn't have to be complicated or overwhelming. So grab a pen and paper, take some notes, because I've got 5 simple steps that can help you manage your money better, save more, and build long-term wealth. These are the exact strategies I use to build my own financial freedom, and I know they can work for you too. Let's jump right in. This first step is the foundation of everything, guys. Without a solid budget, it's like trying to build a house without a blueprint. You absolutely cannot build a solid financial future without knowing exactly where your money is going. Every dollar should have a purpose. In fact, the simpler the better. I personally love using the 50/30/20 rule as a starting point. It's straightforward and easy to follow. This means 50% of your take-home pay goes towards your needs, 30% goes to your wants, and 20% is dedicated to savings and debt repayment. It's a balanced approach that covers all bases. Needs are your non-negotiables. Rent or mortgage payments, utilities, groceries, transportation, and any debt payments you have. These are the essentials you can't live without. Wants are things like eating out, entertainment, travel, that new gadget you've been eyeing. You know the drill. These are the fun things that make life enjoyable. Now, tracking your spending is key. There are tons of budgeting apps out there like Mint, YNAB, or EveryDollar, or you can go old school with a spreadsheet or even a notebook. The method doesn't matter as much as the consistency. The important thing is finding a system that works for you and sticking with it. Consistency is what will make your budget effective. Once you have a clear picture of your finances, you'll be amazed at how much more in control you feel. It's empowering to know exactly where your money is going and how it's working for you. Okay, let's face it. Unexpected expenses are a part of life. They can strike when you least expect it, and often at the worst possible times. Your car decides to give up the ghost, your basement floods, or maybe your roof starts leaking during a storm. You have an unexpected medical bill. It never fails, right? These situations can be incredibly stressful and financially draining. That's where your emergency fund comes in. It acts as a buffer, giving you the financial breathing room you need. This is your financial safety net, your peace of mind. Knowing you have a cushion can make all the difference. Ideally, you want to aim for 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses saved up in your emergency fund. This might seem daunting, but it's achievable. I know that might sound like a lot, especially when you're first starting out, but remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Start small and build gradually. Even if you can only swing $50 or $100 a month, that's still progress. Every little bit helps and adds up over time. Set up an automatic transfer to your emergency fund, just like you would for a bill payment. This way, you won't forget to save. You won't even miss the money, and it'll add up faster than you think. Watching your savings grow can be incredibly rewarding. And here's a pro tip. Keep your emergency fund separate from your everyday checking account. This helps avoid the temptation to dip into it. Remember, life throws curveballs, but with a solid emergency fund, you'll be ready to handle whatever comes your way. Stay prepared and stay secure. Debt can feel like this huge weight holding you back from your financial goals, but I promise you, it can be conquered. Whether it's credit card debt, student loans, or personal loans, the key is to have a plan and stay consistent. There are 2 main methods I recommend for tackling debt: the avalanche method and the snowball method. With the avalanche method, you focus on paying down the debt with the highest interest rate first. The snowball method, on the other hand, is all about building momentum. You start by paying off your smallest debt first, regardless of interest rate. Can you pick up a side hustle, sell some stuff you no longer use, negotiate lower interest rates with your creditors? Every little bit helps. Once you pay off a debt, take the money you were putting towards that debt and apply it to your next debt. Trust me, getting out of debt is one of the most empowering things you can do for your finances. All right, now let's talk about putting your money to work for you. Investing might seem daunting at first, but it's one of the most powerful ways to build wealth over time. Saving is important, but investing is where your money has the potential to really grow over time, thanks to the magic of compound interest. Unlike saving, investing allows your money to work for you, multiplying itself. Think of compound interest like a snowball rolling downhill. It starts small but gains momentum and size as it rolls. As the snowball rolls, it picks up more snow and gets bigger and bigger. This is similar to how your investments grow over time. Compound interest works the same way. The initial amount you invest earns interest, and then that interest earns interest, creating a snowball effect. Your money earns interest, and then that interest earns interest, and so on. This cycle continues, leading to exponential growth. Now, the earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to compound and grow. Time is your greatest ally in the world of investing. Even if you can only invest a small amount right now, it's better to start today than wait until tomorrow. Every little bit counts and adds up over time. One of the easiest and most effective ways to invest is through low-cost index funds or ETFs, or exchange-traded funds. These options are great for beginners and seasoned investors alike. These funds allow you to invest in a diversified basket of stocks, which helps to spread your risk. Diversification is key to managing risk in your investment portfolio. Remember, investing is a long game. It's not about getting rich quick, but about building wealth steadily over time. Stay the course, be patient, and let compound interest work its magic. With time and consistency, your investments can grow significantly. Let's be real, life gets busy, and it's easy to forget about saving and investing. That's why automation is your secret weapon. By setting up automatic transfers to your savings and investment accounts, you can make sure you're consistently building wealth without even thinking about it. Think of it like this. When you automate your finances, you're essentially paying yourself first. Most banks and brokerage accounts make it super easy to set up automatic transfers. You can choose how much you want to transfer, how often you want to transfer it, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, and which accounts you want to transfer it to. I recommend automating your savings and investments first, and then using whatever's left over for your spending. This ensures that you're always prioritizing your financial goals. Every time you get a raise or a bonus, increase your automated savings and investment contributions. Automating your finances is one of the simplest yet most effective ways to build wealth over time. Those are my top 5 steps to take control of your personal finances. Remember, financial freedom doesn't happen overnight. It's about consistency, discipline, and making smart choices with your money. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more personal finance tips, and share this video with a friend who could use some financial advice. As always, drop your questions or tips in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.